Hi, everyone. Tonight, what we're going to do is learn a little bit about mindfulness of thoughts based on some continuity from our previous meeting a week ago. So let me jump right in and share my screen. Mindfulness of thoughts is really important. It's fundamental as far as learning awareness of what we're doing in the present time. But when you focus on your thoughts, they begin to quiet down. And what happens is you find that you're able to appreciate things in a different way. And we talked a little bit about having a painful situation where being aware of it and leaning only into what you can tolerate helps you to understand it in a different way. And the goal really when we're learning mindfulness is to witness the observings of the mind, just be a gentle witness. So if you think about how the brain works, it's going to give you thoughts, secrete thoughts, like glands secrete hormones. So it's never going to be turned off. So you can anticipate that you will, in fact, have thoughts that intrude when you are meditating. Everything that we see in the world was first a thought in someone's mind. And so the mind creates the world that we live in. So I find that really fascinating. And understanding your own mind is really super critical to your own happiness and to understand your suffering. The Buddha said suffering is life. And that he said some really interesting things, and he said some things I don't always agree with. I think life is joy and happiness and the entire range of emotions, not just suffering. So, but when we think, when we appreciate thoughts, think of your mom, think of your mother. That thought is not your mother. And that's the distinction I want to make tonight, is that thoughts are not they're just thoughts. They're not the thing you're thinking about. So just briefly, we've all heard this story about the elephant that was tied to the post from a young age and believed that he couldn't actually move from that spot. And I took these pictures, and if you know what the name of this building is, you get 10 bonus points and probably a free gift. So this building here, this picture was taken on the same day, and you can see I'm actually on the same walkway, and I probably took this one first and realized you couldn't see the building. But when I took the second one, you could see what a beautiful clear day this was, and which is unusual for the town in which this particular building is in. So thoughts can obscure the picture. So to get clarity, that's why I'm using this particular image, is that here we've got these trees that are obscuring this big building in the background, but just moving a few steps down the walkway or sitting quietly is the analogy. You can start to see things a little bit more clearly. So let's go ahead and get ready to meditate. Now I'm going to stop sharing. So let's take a nice deep breath and blow it out. And make sure that your exhale is longer than your inhale. One more deep breath and blow it out. And with your third deep breath, blow it out and empty your lungs fully. And now let's begin to practice grounding. You can choose a waterfall You can choose a beam of light. You can choose tree roots, and just allow the sensation of your energy flowing down from your body, from the very bottom of your torso, down through your chair, down through the floor underneath, down through the building, all the floors of the building, all the way down to the earth underneath the building, and drop down further. As you begin to send your energy down into Mother Earth through dirt and rock, you may encounter previous civilizations that lived here. You may encounter water. You may encounter former oceans that had covered your area, going further and further down, noting whether or not it feels cool, it feels difficult to go through, like maybe granite. Continuing down, just sending your energy through all of that rock, sediment, dirt, water, and allowing it to drop down further and further until you reach molten lava as you're getting closer to the center of the earth. And you may appreciate some change in temperature, that heat may be developing, going further and further down until you reach the center of the earth. And take a minute to look around. And find the spot that has your name on it. And hook your grounding into that spot and give it a little tug. And before we return back up the grounding, just feel into whether or not you have the right grounding for you in this moment. You can switch. Sometimes mine is fun and frilly like ribbons. Sometimes I need a steel braided cable. So whatever feels right to you in this moment. And just remember that you are wanted, you belong in this moment, in this time. Feel the support of Mother Earth. And just allow yourself to feel supported by Mother Earth. And breathe. You may notice that energy has started to drain from your body down into Mother Earth. This is quite normal. And let us slowly return back to our body, coming back up and arriving to rest in the space we call center of head, which is behind your eyes and between your ears. And just take a look around inside your center of head. Does it need a little tidying up? Is there someone in there that's taking up rent-free space inside your head? This is your time for you. You can open a door in your imagination and invite them to leave. And then just sit quietly in center of head. And so thoughts may arise as we sit here. And it's very normal to have thoughts. And just allow the thought to arise without attaching to it. In other words, don't follow it down the rabbit hole. Just allow the thought to arise and pass. On occasion, you'll have a thought that just grabs you. And occasionally, those thoughts, when they grab you, you can do a few very specific techniques. You can say, oh, this is thinking. So you're naming it. And oftentimes that's enough to take the charge off the feeling. Another minor technique is to allow the thought to just float away like a leaf on a river. One of the key techniques of mindfulness is that you learn to not hold on to things because eventually everything is going to pass away. And so when a thought arises and it really has a hold of you, if you just allow it to invite it in and say, I see you, I hear you, and I will deal with you, but just not right now. Oftentimes that's enough to allow it to just continue. And breathe. So naming, allowing it to float away like a leaf. We're inviting it in are three techniques that you can use. And so tonight, we're going to go silent for about 5 minutes, a little longer than what we typically do, just to give you practice with managing mindfulness of thoughts. And I will gently come back in about 5 minutes with a quote and a poem. This morning it rained. This afternoon it is sunny. How is that not like the mind? That poem is by Michael Cooley. And from 7 Mindful Questions, the workbook, the poem is called The Open Space. When the mind is calm, you create inner space, allowing the focus to shift away from doing and doing to being, beingness. When you are in the being state, better intentions begin to arise, like the cream rising to the top. Grace and gratitude float into your viewpoint. And quite magically, you have perspective, being aware of your motivations and what you care about. In the state of calmness brought on by the pause, you begin to reframe your mind. Let that calm state drive for a while and feel into better actions by paying attention to body, mind, and spirit in the now. So to close this meditation, I would like you to imagine a giant golden sun above your head, about 3 times the size of your body. And in that golden sun, I'd like for you to put some intentions. Happiness, good health, whatever is on your mind at this moment that you would like resolution. Just throw those in there. And you can throw colors and music and anything that would feel good to you in this moment. And when it is absolutely full, like a big giant balloon, I want you to pop that and allow that good golden sun energy to enter the top of your head and let it slowly move like honey down through your body, through your head, into your jaw, into your ears, down your neck, down both arms, sliding down through your torso, all the way down both legs until it fills up everything where you may have drained some energy down to Mother Earth this evening. And when you feel full and complete, you can begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, maybe roll your shoulders. And when you are ready, you may open your eyes. Thank you so much for meditating with me today. If you like this video, please click the like link, subscribe below, and follow me on Instagram or Facebook. You can check out my webpage for more free meditations and sign up on the homepage and they'll appear in your inbox. Thanks so much again for meditating with me. Every week there'll be fresh, free content.